Hey guys, it's Jake, and today I'm going to show you how I turned our old rotten ground blind platform into this. If you guys remember from my videos last year, we used to have a ground blind on top of a platform that we put on top of this shipping container overlooking this field. Unfortunately, we're close enough to the road over here where people felt like it was theirs and they could just come in and use it whenever they wanted, so we had to end up taking it down. That was one of our favorite spots to hunt out of, so we ended up just moving it to the other side of the farm and haven't really done anything with it since. So today I'm going to take that platform and I'm going to turn it into something awesome. And I do have a video of when we originally built this and put it on top of the shipping container, so after you get done watching this video, like, subscribe, and then go check out that video. So first thing we're gonna do is get all this rotten wood off of here. That, my friends, is why you build things with screws. So easy to take apart. Now I just gotta remind myself the length and the width of this thing. 6 foot by, I believe, 10 foot or 8 foot. By 99 and a half. What the heck? I don't know what I was going for there. All right, 99 and a half it is. Since it's 6 foot by 99 and a half, that means I'll need 18 6-footers of the decking board, so 9 12-footers. That's what I'm gonna go pick up from Home Depot. All right, we got 9 of them. These are 12-foot deck boards, not the premium ones and not composite. Certainly not the smartest thing I've done, but not the dumbest. All right, I went ahead and got that down. I didn't bother doing it on camera. I didn't want to get frustrated on camera if anything went wrong. Something almost went wrong, but it didn't, so we're good. So I'm actually gonna build this here. This is the spot where I currently have my ground blind. It's sitting within a dead tree. I had a video out here last year where a buck came cruising in from out of there, went to the pole, and then cruised over here, and it was right at the end of the day. It was really dark and I only had my shotgun. It would have been like a 100-yard lob. And then I also had the video right here where I was getting my shotgun out and the buck ran right here over there. So I had a bunch of encounters with really big matured bucks out here. So this is a great spot now. Right now I have the blind tucked into the tree area, but I don't like it. It protrudes, it sticks out. Josh went hunting the other day and some does came out right there and he said that they saw him within 2 seconds. So what I'm thinking is putting it back where it's tucked in behind there, so that way it has some cover from there. I mean, we have 6-foot posts, and if you've ever built a stand, any sort of elevation is a massive change. If you put this thing 6 feet up, you know, you're gonna be 10 feet in the air and it's gonna be plenty of angle down. It should get us over this tree, which is really big. Should give us some cover. On the other side, we have a hill that goes down, so it might be able to give give us a little bit of view down into there where the bucks come out of sometimes. The other thing about this is that it's really mobile. So I'm gonna put it here because we've seen bucks down there. There's scrapes down there that I just put a trail camera on yesterday. We also have a spot up on the other side of the property that we're thinking of doing some food plots next year and whatnot, so it'll probably end up being moved over there. But that's another beauty of building it like this, is that it's so mobile that we can always bring a trailer out here and we can just flip it over onto the trailer and then bring it up there. It'll take 2 seconds. All right, anyway, let's get the decking on. So I'm gonna go through and cut all these into 6-foot sections and I'll throw them on. Alright, that wasn't very pretty, but we'll rinse and repeat. Well, we got all the boards cut down to 6 feet and laid on there. Now I got to start screwing them in and squaring it up, which I'm not going to film because that's pretty boring, but you get the idea. And then we'll flip it over and start working on the legs. Now we can do the fun part. This is what made me make this blind. I've been interested in these products for a long time. I've been looking for an elevator bracket in order to do this exact project. I'm super cheap when it comes to stuff like this. We do a lot of projects and we often have scrap wood left over. That's what this platform was made out of. I ended up buying the wood like you saw last night, but for the most part, the rest of this stuff is just scrap lumber. So these things are perfect for turning something like this that's low cost into a product that will last a long time. So what is this? This is an elevator bracket. I'm sure you've seen them before. I'd been in the market for one ever since I built that 1 or 2 years ago. Sorry about the wind. This season I wanted to get serious about having a ground blind set up somewhere on the farm because I bought this nice ground blind during turkey season, so I thought it was the perfect time. When I went looking for an elevator bracket, Amazon had a bunch of different kinds, so I was trying to really get my grasp around whether it was a quality product or not, because you know Amazon. And there's a lot of companies that were like from China and stuff. Then I found this company and I found a video that said this company makes the highest quality. Obviously it's more expensive than the ones that you can find on Amazon, but the material that it's made out of is thicker. So I actually reached out to them on a whim asking if they would want to supply these for this project. I don't always do that, but for some reason I did for this project, and I'm glad I did because I reached out to Summit Outdoors. They own Shadow Hunter blinds, and this is one of the brands that they own. And I spoke to a woman who's super nice on the phone. Think about it, that's probably the most important thing, that you can get someone on the phone. It's an American company, I believe they're out of Indiana. And if you have a problem with this, you know there's someone behind this product. It's not one of those magical products on Amazon that just appears at your door, you know, there's not a company behind it or whatever. This isn't that. This is a high quality product and it comes with all the hardware that you need. Honestly, I'm just super excited to try it out. I want to do these guys justice for not only supplying this, but communicating with me. And I'm gonna put this on and I'm gonna show you guys the process of how easy it is. I already looked into the box just to check it out. So let's do this and then we'll get it elevated and get the blind on, yeah? And by the way, this is not a sponsored post. I don't have to say anything good because I was told to. They literally just said, here you go, happy to supply them for your project, have fun. So I'll give you an honest review of it. I'm excited about this. We got the hardware right here. Those are the SPAC screws. 4 brackets, that's what they look like. And it's made for a 4x4 post. All right, so the other thing about these is that they're angled. I think they're angled at 8%, which is like the optimal, whatever, science. It's just gonna sit on the 2x6, hold it up, and then you put the 4x4 in. All right, you wanna see how difficult this is? Take the bracket, take this side, face it towards the outside, make sure the angle of the bracket is facing out, and then watch, this is gonna be the really hard part. You sit it on there. So for mine, since the joint is right there and I'm putting the brace on the long end. A lot of the time you'd probably want it on this one, but I'm going on this, and I'm just measuring in 1.5 inches the length of a 2x4. That way it's offset a little bit, and I'll put the screws in like that. Now I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna pre-drill all these holes and get the screws in. Screws in. We're gonna put the 4x4s on right now and stand it up. Show you how easy this is. You literally just grab one of those 4x4s. There you go. That's what it's gonna look like. All right, I don't know what's happening. It's Tuesday night. We got Hannah Banana here trying to help me get this thing out. It's way heavier than I thought it was. So what's your idea, Hannah?
To maybe somehow wedge it up to get it to rest on these legs.
Let's do it. All right, y'all, it's a week later. We're picking the elevated deer blind stand back up. 9 o'clock in the morning right now, and we had a successful morning. I think they're sensing what's in the back. This here's old George. We picked him up on a trail camera like last week, and he just stumbled in this morning on the other side of the farm. Jeez, we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This ain't yours, folks. We got him all dressed out, and he's cooling down right now, so we're gonna work on this project. The last time you saw it, it was upside down with all 4 legs on and ready to be stood up. Unfortunately, I didn't take into account how heavy this would be. Going back, I would have made a lot of changes, and I'll talk about those in a sec. Basically, I had to wait for Hannah to come out here. Thank you, Hannah, I love you, I'm sorry. It was crazy. We ended up having to take off 2 of these legs, pivot it over, and then use the truck with 2 ratchet straps to pull it over. Yeah, really dangerous. I didn't even want to show it because it wasn't safe and it wasn't the way to do it. Definitely don't put the boards on till the end, but anyway, we got it upright, and we're gonna put the supports on, then we're gonna get the deer blind on, and then we'll be finished. All right, so apparently there's a level. You can use your phone as a level. Get this one level, and then I'll be able to level them, keep going around. Do a little boxing one right here. And we come over here, put it under here. And we'll lower that. That ain't level. This ain't pressure treated either. It's not going to be in the ground. It's going to be outside, but old Kenzie. I'll eventually put a ladder on here, like build a ladder into it, but as of right now, this ladder's going to have to do it. All right. All right, still a little wobbly. Probably have to add some different kind of bracing that goes. So it's more front to back. So we'll have to put some cross braces on the sides. All right, y'all, the maiden voyage, third deer stand that I built, or been a part of building. I built 2 on my own. It was so much easier than the other 2, thanks to those brackets. And doing those braces right there sturdied everything up. I'm gonna go get the blind and set it up on here. Definitely gonna need to stake it down because it gets windy up here. And I gotta hurry up because I gotta go get him taken care of. This thing went for an absolute run in New York. Got windy next to that cornfield. Hey, it's sunny out here. All right, I needed some space to be able to get the first one on. This is my solution. So it's just a carabiner with an eye hook, and then the carabiner is strapped onto there. It's gonna move around a little bit, but better than it flying away. All right, there's a couple of last minute things that are just gonna be touch-ups on this. One being this flap right here at the bottom. I'm gonna screw this down. So it'll prevent the wind from coming in, so. Came over to the other side of the farm really quick. Just had to come up here and grab something. This is the other tower blind that we hunt out of. It overlooks this field. That's my cedar stand where I shot that buck this morning. And I just got to run up here and grab something I put in here a couple years ago that really hasn't been used. All right, I got them all. Finished product in here. Got the mat down. Completely changes the noise in here too. It's just so dampened. It's awesome. As you can see, that's what I was talking about with all the little holes. And then the other nice part is you come out here and you've got a little patio right here, or a little ledge to be sitting on. It just feels safer. And I absolutely love this project. It was so easy. If I had built this any other way where I needed to put it in the ground, it would have taken 5 times as long. I did this all by myself other than erecting it. When erecting this, don't put the boards on for the top. You're probably thinking, oh, that's obvious. Easy mistake to do when you have it on the ground. You're like, oh, it's so much more convenient to build it all down here. That also made it difficult when I had these supports on the wrong way, because it was wanting to bend this board this way when I was putting pressure on it, so I couldn't use the truck to pull it up because it would break the bracing right there. We're gonna learn from our mistakes. I already called my dad and told him that I was gonna build one of these in New York, so hopefully you'll help, Dad. And we have tractors up there, so maybe I'll be able to get some help with that. Well, that's a wrap for this project. It's probably one of my favorite projects I've ever done. Again, like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. We got a deer hunting video coming, obviously, because got old George in the back of the truck there that needs butchering. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and I'll do my best to answer those. I want to thank Summit Outdoors, Shadow Hunter Blinds for sending me this project and allowing me to put it to use and put it to action. The season's not over here in Tennessee. It lasts a long time. We still got until January, so who knows? We might get a buck out of this year. Thanks again for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and if you have any questions, reach out. Jake out.